Hello and welcome to Behind the Mic Sports Show. I'm Mary, your host, and unfortunately, I don't know a whole lot about sports. But that's why I've got this guy.
I'm Mike behind the mic. Fortunately, I think I know a good amount about sports, so I tell her everything to say.
So he tells me everything to say.
Just like that.
Just like that.
We're back, Mary. What do you think?
We're back.
We're back.
Yeah,
It's been a while.
We're back. It's been a while. Sports went away for a little while.
Sports went away.
Nice.
I am extremely happy. I bet you could probably think of a few different places you'd rather be. I don't know. What do you think?
I could totally see myself at the beach right now.
Yeah. But alas, we're here.
Alas, we're here.
And you're excited. Let's see the excitement. Okay.
Ah!
But without further ado, let's get to our
show. Today we're going to talk about Super Bowl 55. It's going to be held in Tampa, Florida at Raymond Stadium. Tampa, Florida at Raymond James Stadium. And for the first time in history, a team plays in the Super Bowl hosted at their home stadium. Wow, that's never happened before?
As far as the history says, never happened before.
A Super Bowl team has never played in their own stadium. Well, I guess...
No.
So do you think they choose it based on who they think will be? Or do they kind of choose it based on who they don't think will be in the Super Bowl?
Well, they do it a lot of the time. It's ahead of time. You probably choose 2-3 years in advance. So it's hard to really tell who's going to be there year in and year out.
Huh.
So this is just, again, it's one time in 55 years. So that has never happened. It's pretty crazy.
That's pretty cool. So this is the first Super Bowl appearance for the Buccaneers since 2002. You might remember players on that team like All Scott.
Mike Allstott. Mike Allstott.
Oh, I thought you said All Scott.
No.
Mike Allstott.
Stott. No, that's Stott.
Just Mike Scott. There's no all.
No, it's Alstott. Allstott.
Allscott.
No.
Mike Allstott.
It's Stott.
Oh, Stott.
Allstott.
Stop it. Okay, got it. You might remember players from that team as Mike Allstott and Derek Brooks. Now, although this is Tom Brady's first year in Tampa, this is his 10th Super Bowl appearance. Wow. Patrick Mahomes, quarterback for the Chiefs. It's his second in 3 seasons. Wow, that's fantastic. He started out well. He started out really well. Yeah, I hope he can keep it going.
And Mary, I'm going to give you this interesting fact. I'm here to your left. Take a look at me. I'm right here. Hey, there I am. Interesting fact that I found on Twitter. Tom Brady has made the Super Bowl 10 out of his 21 seasons, which is roughly a 47%. Now, we're gonna equate this to basketball. Steph Curry's 3-point percentage is 43%, and he's probably the best shooter of all time. So, Brady is actually more likely to reach the Super Bowl than Steph Curry is to make a 3-pointer.
Dang, what a goat. What a goat. So now we're going to go with, how did they get here? Even though they had Brady, the Bucs were not the favorite to go to the Super Bowl. They actually started the season 7-5 and then won their next 7. Patrick Mahomes, in his last 27 starts dating back to last season, is 26-1. So they definitely were a favorite. He is trying to become the first QB to win back-to-back Super Bowls since Tom Brady in 2004. Now, this isn't the first time they've played either. They actually played back in week 12. Chiefs were up early on that, 17-0. Patrick Mahomes and Tyreek Hill.
That was good. Tyreek. T-Y Reek.
T.Y. Reek Hills, like Will.I.am.
Sure, we'll go with that.
I know. Tyreek Hill. They both had monster games. Mahomes threw for 462 yards, with 269 of those going to Hill. Tom Brady did throw 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to Mike Evans, but too little, too late. Now, I know we talked about the QBs, but it's not just about the QBs on these 2 teams. The coordinators on both teams are fantastic. Todd Bowles. Todd Bowles.
Todd Bowles.
Todd Bowles has been an amazing defensive coordinator this year, and Byron Leftwich has done a solid job with the offense. I could see Bowles getting another head coach job somewhere in the next few years. Byron Leftwich is probably a few years off. Now, as far as the defense goes, The front seven for the Bucs are really good. On that defensive line, you have Jason Pierre-Paul and Zach Barrett.
Shaq?
Shaq. I said Zach.
No, Shaq.
Shaq Barrett. There's another Shaq in the sports world.
There's another Shaq.
Shaq Barrett.
And I want to be ready for this one. It's Ndamukong Suh, Mary. What are your thoughts on Ndamukong Suh?
And in Dominican Suh.
Ndamukong.
Ndamukong Suh.
Ndamukong. Yeah, that was pretty good.
Ndamukong. Yeah. Almost sounds like you're saying, and I'm a king.
Not quite, but that's fine.
So with those three guys, JPP, Shaq, and Suh, they had a combined 23.5 sacks. You also had Devin White from LSU with 8 sacks this year. Now, one more person we're going to talk about on the defense is Antoine
Winfield Jr.
Antoine Winfield Jr. You might know that name. His dad played in the NFL for probably over a decade. And if not for Chase Young with the Washington football team, Winfield Jr. probably would have won Defensive Rookie of the Year. Well, that's enough about the defense. Let's go on to the offense. Offense of the Bucs. Let's talk about their receiving core. That sounds really important. They had 2 guys for a combined over 22,000 yards.
No, 2,000.
Over 2,000. Yeah, that was going to be a lot. They had 2 guys who combined for just over 2,000 yards. Chris Godwin, and Mike Evans. They also have Rob Gronkowski, who might not be as good as he was in New England, but he's still a very reliable target for Brady. As a third receiver, the UF Scotty Miller has had a really solid year. And Antonio Brown right now is doubtful for the game, so I doubt he plays. But if he does, that's a big boost. There's a lot of people playing in this game. Chiefs, I'm a little bit partial to the Chiefs because we have a dog and his name is Chief, or named after originally Chief Osceola for the Florida State Seminoles, but our little baby Chiefs. I don't know. I feel like personally, I'm going to vote for the Chiefs.
One of their chants is the tomahawk chop, same that's used at Florida State. So we don't play favoritism here, though, folks. I promise you this.
That's true.
We're
giving you factual information. We just get a little bit more excited when it's a team that we love.
But let's talk about the Chiefs. What do you say?
You know what? Yeah, let's talk about the Chiefs. Let's do it. One of their top assistants and one of the best assistants is Eric Bieniemy. Still not sure how he doesn't have a head coach job, but maybe they're waiting until after the Super Bowl. Now, when it comes to the Chiefs, they are all about the offense. We've already talked about Tyreek Hill a little bit. They also have Travis Kelce, who is probably if not the best tight end in the NFL. They combined last year for 2,692 yards. Travis was right behind Stephon Diggs in the Bills for most of the NFL. And it's unbelievable because these guys always seem to be open. They're always open, right? And the best thing ever is Tyreek Hill. His nickname is the Cheetah. Probably the fastest guy in the NFL right now. He ran a 4.29 40-yard dash. And then if we're talking about the defense, theirs is not going to be quite as solid as the Bucs, but they do have some solid players on the defensive line. Frank Clark and Chris Jones are they're really going to what with the quarterback? They're really good at getting after the quarterback. That's what I was going to say. They're really good at getting after the quarterback, and that's going to be a huge part of this. On the back of the defense, they have Tyrann Mathieu, who has one of the other great nicknames in the NFL, Honey Badger. This is because of his tenacious ability to play extremely tough against much larger opponents, as he's only 5'9". Only 5'9", that is about 1.5 inches taller than I am. So now we're going to get to who will win the game and why. You know this? Wow, that's cool. Right now, the Chiefs are the favorite. The big advantage the Bucs have is their receiving core. Minus Mathieu, the Chiefs' secondary is not great, so they really can exploit it. Tampa's D-line is going to be a big part of this game. With the Chiefs' left tackle Eric Fisher out for the game, I really believe the front 4 of the Bucs are going to be able to wreak havoc on the offensive line and get after Mahomes. Now, this is why I think the Chiefs are going to win. Tom Brady hasn't been normal playoff Tom Brady. He has been abnormal. He's had some huge moments, but he also threw 3 picks against the Packers. If the O-line can give
Did you say
Mahomes
Bo or
enough
O?
time.
Oh, okay.
For offense.
Yes.
If the O-line can give Mahomes enough time, he's going to carve up that secondary. Hill and Kelce are big time. And keep an eye out for Byron Pringle. If Sammy Watkins is out, he could get some good looks, I think.
All right, be honest. Thoughts on Pringle? That's a great name.
I like it. It was Pringle, right? I was like, it's either Pringle or Kringle, and I'm going to go with Pringle because that sounds more delicious. I mean, better.
It was for sure Pringle. I'm going to stay up for this part. We're going to do some score predictions. And let's do a little wager. We do have Valentine's Day coming up.
Okay.
Loser, or person who is not as close on their prediction, has to make dinner, Valentine's Day dinner, for the person who is closest.
Okay.
What do you think?
Okay.
All right.
All right. So loser makes dinner for Valentine's Day.
Yeah. Give me your score prediction. You want to go first? You want me to go first?
I'm going to go first because then it's going to be like that much more amazing when I'm right.
Correct. What do you got?
I'm going to say Chiefs beat the Bucks 28-24.
Okay. That's similar to mine. I'm going to go one more touchdown for the Chiefs. I'm going to say Chiefs beat the Bucks 35-24.
All right. I mean, I think it sounds like clearly you were stealing my answer.
I had that answer like this whole time we were getting ready to film. So everyone, folks, you heard it here. The loser, the least close, has to make dinner for Valentine's Day.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us here on Behind the Mic. If you like what you heard, don't forget to like, comment, and share, and subscribe if you would like to hear more.